Well, hello and good evening. And just for once, I'm not dashing down the road towards the station, either coming from or going to work to do my live. I'm actually quite nice and relaxed, to be honest, and maybe I should just whack the light on so maybe you can see me better. Hey, that's better. So, I wanted to come on and just talk about a few things that have been happening just recently, which I'm finding really quite interesting. And I've labelled this live as Judgement because just in the past couple of days, I am being judged, undeservedly I might add, for my live videos I've been doing. Now, first of all, what I would like to say is that just because I'm on a spiritual path, part of the movement, I might add, that doesn't make me a weak person, right? That doesn't make me all soppy and light, and everything's love and light. No, because I'm a realist and I live in the real world. So I understand the harshness of and the reality of the world that we're in. And I just wanted to get that out there because for some reason, people seem to think that I've gone into some Zen-like state, as the words were used on me, and I've lost touch with what's actually going on around me. And that is not true. That's far from the truth. All I'm doing is living my life from a place of love, from my heart. And I've shared a lot of my, a lot of issues that I've held close to me for a long, long time. Going through this process of spiritual healing. And it seems to have transpired that I've got a lot of people gossiping about me again, and not in a nice way either, by the sounds of what I'm hearing. Well, no, I don't really care, to be honest. However, I know this because I had a conversation just yesterday, and this particular person said to me, what's all this live you're doing when you're talking about your sexual abuse and you're talking about domestic violence? What's all this about? In a disgusting tone, I might add. And I said, well, oh, okay, so you've been following my lives then? And they said, no, I'm not actually on Facebook. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. So clearly, there's some people on my Facebook, and my Facebook is public anyway, right? And I'm quite happy to have my Facebook public. But clearly, there's individuals that are reporting back to this individual that I'd had the conversation with, and they're only giving them half of the truth, which is quite interesting, right? So there's a few things I've spoken about recently, and one was about my sexual abuse when I was a child, and the other was about my domestic violence I had when I was quite young and pregnant with my daughter. Now, the reason that I've spoken about these things is because I'm not ashamed of them, okay? It's part of my life. It's part of who I am. And the reason I've spoken about these things is because there are too many people still in this society that want to brush these things under the table and promote the whole let's be ashamed of that situation, we mustn't talk about it, and hide and hide. And by doing that, it actually does nothing for that individual that has suffered. And it actually does nothing for that individual in so much whereby they're looking for a way out and they can't find one because they can't talk about what's happening to them. Because they feel ashamed, they feel dirty, they feel all sorts of stuff. When you're in a domestic violence situation, it's actually really quite a difficult place to be. And the reason it's a difficult place to be is these people that put you there in the first instance, they control you. And they control you to such an extent that they will take you away from everybody that you know. They will take you away from your close family, your close friends. And they will take away everything that you're used to. But it's subtle and it's done gently and it's done slowly. Right? And then when you get into that situation where you're being beaten up to a pulp and you want to leave because you know you want to leave, then they will threaten to kill you and you believe them. Then they will threaten to kill your parents, your family, your sisters, your friends, and you believe them because you are in it. And the reason why I've spoken about that particular issue is because I want people out there, both male and female, to know there is a way out. But you do need to find that inner strength to walk away from it like I did. And the reason I spoke about the sexual abuse to me when I was a child, a young child who couldn't even contemplate and understand what was going on, is because that dirty bastard, well, two dirty bastards to be honest, would tell you, do not tell anybody, because, and then you think it's your fault. You think it's your fault, and that's what happens. This is the fucking reality of these situations. This is the reality of these situations. And when you think about all these people that were abused by these famous people back in the day, they were also manipulated to the point where how could they turn around and say Jimmy Savile has molested me when he was in that time and era a bloody little bit of a superstar? No one was going to believe them. And they would play on that and they would prey on that. And that's the reason why I spoke about it, because I wanted to give people the knowledge and the hope that actually you can walk away. You can walk away if you have the right people around you. But you need to have the right people around you to help you through those stages to get you out of that type of situation. And it's about giving people that hope. And I know that what I did and how I've expressed myself has actually given people that hope. Because I've had people contacting me. They have come through on my inbox thanking me for speaking out, thanking me for standing up for people like them, which I used to be. Okay? And that is a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. If I, just by speaking out about my truth and my life, because I've had some shit, and I'm not saying, oh, let's feel sorry for Ange. This ain't about that. It's nowhere like that. It's not about that. This is just about the reality of my life. And if I can use my examples and my experiences to help other people to get themselves out of a situation and give them some hope and a bit of courage to do that, then I will continue to speak about it. And I don't care if you people that have come back and want to gossip amongst yourselves about what I'm saying, because perhaps I've exposed the person you know, or perhaps you just don't like what I've said because, oh, society says we mustn't talk about this stuff. Oh, no. Well, I say, fuck you, right? Because at the end of the day, this is real. This stuff happens. And it affects people to such a degree that in some instances they can't come back from it. And if by me talking about this stuff helps them to transition, to feel better about themselves in the long run, then so be it. And that's what I will do. And that's what I will do. Because I'm not ashamed of my life. I'm not ashamed of what happened to me. I was the victim. I was the victim. Yeah? I don't live in victimhood though. Never have done. Never will. But that's besides the point. And the funny thing is, what makes me laugh, right, about these people who are gossip about what I'm up to in such a negative way that you want to judge. Carry on judging, it's fine. You can carry on, because I don't care really about your opinion of me. I actually really don't care, right? The reason I'm doing this live today is just to make a point that I will continue to talk about these things. I will continue to be real. And I will continue to help other people, because that's who I am. And just because I'm a spiritual individual, it doesn't make me weak. Because I'm not, believe me. You want the lion out? The lion will come. She will come. Yeah? But what also makes me laugh? So, if someone like, let's say, I don't know, some famous person, I don't know, Beyonce or something, done a documentary about being sexually abused when she was a child. I'm not saying she has, I'm just using as an example. Domestic violence, you know, or someone else that people look up to stood up and said, you know, this was my life and all these horrible things happened to me, but look at me now, you know, I'm all right, everything's fine, I feel good. Everyone would be going, yay, good on ya, good for you, great you spoke about it, ain't it fantastic? So why should it be any different for me? All right, I'm not famous, but I still have experiences, and I still have a life, and I'm still proud of who I am, because I haven't let those things affect me to such an extent that I haven't progressed, because I have progressed. And that's the other thing I like to talk about, is progression, and the things that I've used to help me to overcome some of these things that I've had to deal with. And I've only spoken about a snippet of things on my lives, but I've been honest. I've been honest, and I've spoken the truth, my truth. So all I've got to say to you people that want to keep gossiping about me, right, and running off to my closest and dearest, that's fine, but why don't you just contact me, right, and I'll send you the live on your inbox so you can actually share the message, the proper message, the whole message, and not the snippet of the message that you just want to take and slag me off for. Why don't we try that one? But on another note, it's funny really, because what I don't understand also is that if you're that bloody concerned that you need to have a gossip about what I'm saying, yeah, on these lives, and you're hearing things that are shocking you because I've never spoken about them previously to you, if you're that concerned, surely you would have contacted me and said, are you all right, Angela? I haven't heard these things before. But no, you want to gossip about it. Carry on. Carry on. And if you don't like what I say, remove yourself from my Facebook. I don't care. I'm not bothered. Right? Because other people's opinions don't count in my life. All I will do from now on, and continue to do from now on, and which I have been doing, is speak my truth, and speak the truth, and say it as it is, without the flowers and the roses. Yeah? Because I'm not here to mess about. I'm not here to flower things up. The only loyalty I have is to myself. So I just thought I'd clear that up. And I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. I'm going on holiday next week, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait. And I really can't wait to get some sunshine. It's going to be 27, 28, 29 degrees. One whole week of beautiful sunshine, lovely food, fantastic company, and celebrating my 50th in bloody style, mate. In style. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Yay! I've got a meeting in the morning with my mentor, and I'm really looking forward to speaking with her, because I haven't spoke with her for a couple of weeks now, actually. And since she's been in my life, she's helped me no end. And you know, I really do feel, oh, thank you, thank you. I'm going to enjoy it, most definitely, most definitely. I don't know if you caught much of what I was saying, Hibbo, but I know you're a woman of a vocal too, and you like to speak out to help people. So you'll appreciate what I've said, even though I'm coming from a little bit of a different perspective. I know you talk about the FGM, so and good on you. Good on you to stand up for individuals and women the way you do. Got enough respect for you. So yeah, I'm going away and I can't wait. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. And there's a lot of changes coming up over the next few weeks after that for me, and that's really exciting, really, really exciting. So hope you all have a fantastic evening. I'm going to go now and just chill out for a bit. I think that's what I'm going to do. So take care. See ya. Bye.